I forgot to do my ending. See, this is gonna be like shifts right there. So I forgot to tell you what you need to remember to be doing. And so we'll say it at the end of this one though. This is an extension because I'm still talking. I just had to do it in 2 parts because I really do not want, because how long it takes. So this is going to be another test though, because I know I can get this figured out. And who knows, maybe there will be like I can just go up to this little town right up here in the Suncrest, and maybe that'd be far enough. But it seemed like I had to be in Spokane. And once I got in Spokane and there was buildings and stuff everywhere, then it was going super fast. So anyways, that's why I'm hoping that it will just do all these little short videos real quick. And then every couple days, I'll just do a few videos, and then I will just drive into town, dump those, then come back and do it, yeah, just every few days. And we'll see how that works. And so on the shenanigans, let's see about the shenanigans. Okay, so yeah, Monday's supposed to be the big day. I would think there's going to be stuff that's going to go down all weekend. It's Thursday. I would think Friday night, like I wouldn't be going out. Like, I mean, I guess it depends on where you live, but definitely if you like live in LA, Chicago, St. Louis, New York, places like that where it's going to be a battlefield where there are going to be attacks, and there will be probably some smaller kind of communities that will be hit with some instigators, probably some of these going into some schools. Like there can be, I wouldn't even be sending my kids to school over the next few days. They're going to be under attack because the reason being is it's not, they try and sell us on this idea that they're have got it all protected and they're practicing. The practicing is just to terrorize the kids and keep them scared and in cortisol, fear, and feeling, man, there's a lot of, like if you think about the kids, if you like tap into that energy, it's just a lot of like fear and dread and alone, and like, this is a scary world that we've created. And yeah, we gotta do better, man. I heard some woman today talking about this situation with their kid, kind of like making excuses like, well, he's been bad since the start, you know. I don't know the whole thing. I don't know her whole thing. There's like so much drama going on. There's some more of these annihilations. This one was a teenage boy who took out his whole family. Then there's another one who, a teenage boy, his brother by accident, and his dad saw it and caused his dad to have a heart attack or a stroke or something, and he died. So there's just like, but I knew that I said there's going to be the weirdest shit's going to happen, and there's going to be all sorts of weird ways people are going to be leaving. I keep hearing all sorts of weird ways that people are leaving, and there's going to be all sorts of like crazy family annihilations. There's going to be a lot. It wouldn't surprise me if there's some, back a long time ago, it hasn't been so much of this, but there was a definite reign of it for a while, and it became called going postal. And I think it might have started, the original ones, maybe there was, oh, more government institutions. Yeah, that's where they bring them in. Fuck yeah. So it started with the crazy postal worker. He was so stressed out. He came in and it was everybody he worked with. And then another one and another one. I don't even remember. It was like decades ago. And there was a lot of those. And then there started being just in different building, like different corporations or businesses. Because look at what the frustration that they do, that they cause people. They drive people to the end of the rope. I just saw a video of a guy talking about this woman he's trying to help, and she had worked at the same place 31 years. She's had brain cancer for 30 of it or something, and she's had to have like 7 surgeries. She's had like so many health issues. She has always been at work. She's always worked. She worked 31 years. The last year of her work, so once the Dovik hit, she was in her last year of work. She had to get 2 brain surgeries. She had the note, like all this stuff. And that 1 year, she didn't work enough hours, and then they wouldn't give her retirement. Like, the shenanigans, man. 35, are you fucking kidding me? They're looking for any excuse to fuck us up. Like, I swear to motherfucker God. And so, this guy, he was so frustrated. He's trying to help her and stuff. And he goes, let's make a TikTok. Let's just take it to the video. Because they were trying to get lawyers. They were trying to do all this stuff to help her. And nothing was working. So then they did a TikTok, and it went super viral. And so then they were flooded. And everybody was putting pressure on that company and stuff to get her money. So that's what happens when we come together, you know. But there's so much of this complicit, you know, you gotta play along, you gotta be a good citizen, you gotta do this, you gotta do that. And you know, and that is when I'm in this part, what would be considered as like, you're not a good citizen, especially like you're not even poor, like you're just not paying. It's like you're just, you know, I think a lot of people just don't even really understand. It's like you have it's like, even when I told my mom, I said, well, I'll give you $100 for rent. And she's like, what? I said, and then this morning I was like, I think I'll give it 200 instead. But I think that, you know, people just think like it kind of goes hand in hand. You're going homeless, you don't have any money. But no, I went homeless because I don't know. And to me, it felt like it was for my morals. It was like, I am not paying these people when this is bullshit. How can you know this and keep paying? Like that, I can't in good faith. I can't pay criminals not to criminalize me. It is like the gangsters who would go around like in New York or whatever way back, and they would make the businesses pay to protect them from them. It's like shenanigans all the fucking time, shenanigans. Oh yeah, because there will be some smaller kind of areas that will get a lot of sensational crime. Like, there's gonna be some bad stuff that's gonna be happening over the next few weeks and few months. I don't know how long it's gonna last. Like, I don't know. You know, because this is all a transition. And I don't know, so definitely, so Monday, if he's supposed to go on, like I wouldn't put my kids in school, because those schools are going to be targets, and they're going to try and cause as much mayhem as they possibly can. And then this weekend, going out, and they've already had, in the clubs, there's already been some clubs where they come in, and there'll be more of that. It'll probably be, probably some kind of explosions or fires or something. They're going to break out like a business, or it'll be something big, because it's all going to be trying to create distractions or cause a riff or something. I don't know. I would be excited for this fucking sky to start opening up and start going crazy. Oh, and when I talked to my son-in-law yesterday when we were taking the truck back, and I said, did you notice the sky when we were driving across the country? And did you see what it looked like? And he was like, yeah, I saw. And I was like, I told you. Man, you're not out of town, you can't see it. But you go out of fucking town and you drive, you will see the layers of atmosphere that they have created. And it was insane looking. I did a couple of TikToks because it looked so crazy, but I was trying to drive. Oh, miracle. So I was trying to drive, and then once we went around this like mountain thing, and I saw the atmosphere, the way it looked and stuff, I was like, what the fuck? I gotta get this on video. So I start trying to get my phone and stuff, and trying to drive with my knee, trying to do all that. And I swerved all of a sudden way out into the other lane. I fucking went in the other lane. If somebody would have been there, we would have crashed. And I swerved way out, and I pulled back real quick, and I was like, fuck. That's where you gotta know. Nothing can happen that's not meant to happen. There was a car about 2 car lengths back, and so I swerved out. And but that is the thing about timing. That is what you gotta get into the groove about. Like, you know, when all of a sudden you are stuck in traffic, and you are, and you think, well, I gotta hurry and be at this place, I gotta do that. Well, the timing of everything, just as, if I was supposed to be taken out in that, it would have hit. We would have had the perfect alignment. But instead, I was up here, he was back here, and it probably gave him a little like jolt of like, fuck, I gotta pay attention better or something, like I don't know what his experience was, but I know to mine, and then it was just like another one of those things, like nothing can happen that's not meant to happen. And I think that there's people who, once they really get that in their mind, they start becoming like real daredevils, but it's not something that's meant to be challenged. Like, I don't think it's meant to be challenged, but it's meant to be observed or understood. And so, remember all the things that are happening to the other people. See, it's meant to happen. The most crazy, outrageous things that you hear is the way it was supposed to go down. It was all pre-planned. And then you get here and all of a sudden, the devil came in and changed the plans and they were supposed to live for, no, that's not how it goes. It's like, it seems like that's how people think though. And it's like, that's not how it is. And so whatever is going to be, and whatever you're here to experience is going to come to you. And that is something that I've completely noticed, is how the things come to you. That's been kind of a part of my, I was seeing all these like miracles of things just coming to me and stuff. And so all sorts of things. I don't remember. I should have been making a list, but it's just been really hectic over the last few days. And now I feel like it's like so much calmer, and this is like a good period of time like to spend with Stella. I don't have a bunch of stuff that I gotta take care of or do, and then I know that something will open up, if it's this homestead here or whatever, and maybe this is where it is that I'm supposed to be around for a while or something. I don't know. Or maybe it's going to be like I'm going to be going someplace else. I don't know. It's just that you just kind of go with the flow. Don't set a lot of expectation. Be open to who you meet, who you come across, and don't forget, like, you got to be putting out the things are that you want. And so one of the things I was thinking about is like, like in my storage unit, the very back of it. So I put, I fit my yard furniture. I just couldn't even believe it. That was the thing I was going to go back for. I'm just like, I left a whole shit ton of stuff, and then just told her, you can just keep the money, whatever you sell, just keep it. And so, but I got all the stuff that I wanted. So, in the back of my storage, I set up all the furniture thing and put all my paintings. And this is where I could have done better, because it's like this whole back area, there's a whole lot of area that's not used, but it's hard when you have all these paintings. He did go and stack my mattress up, because that could stand on top of them, because they're up, and so and mattress is light, so we put that back there, but there was a lot of space that was unused right there. I should have put more of the boxes at the back, but I kept thinking, how do I protect the paintings? So anyways, when I sit there and I'm manifesting where I'm going, manifesting what it is that will fit me, what it is my desires, what it is I want, and always is about this registering of things you like, of styles and stuff like that. And so so to me, I keep on thinking, well, I definitely need to have a room that I can turn into a dressing room, like a giant closet. And so I want to have a room that I can make it in, and I'm not going to just do it like at the other place. I'm going to turn it into a closet. I'm going to go all in on this closet and fix it with all my clothes, because I definitely have a lot of clothes. Like, it's crazy how many clothes I have. And so, and I really like clothes. Like, I love getting dressed up. Like, I love clothes. And so, I have, all my paintings, which I need to get like a barn or some kind of like an art studio on my properties. That's something else. Like, I had manifested on the other one, but then it didn't work out exactly the way I wanted. And so then I also want to have a guest house. And so different things like that, just thinking about what it is that I want and stuff. So then when I hear something or see something or something comes in, it's like, because it's like, oh, this is exactly what I've been looking for. This is what? And so, but you gotta know what it is you want. You gotta know what it is that your desires are, what the things are that, like you, or that you like, so that it can suit you. And so that is like you come into alignment with the things that you desire in that way, not this obscure, like, I desire $1 million and to be famous and worshipped by people or something. That's like genie kind of shit. So but the real universe, like, action is you putting it out what it is you want, and then it comes to you. And so you got to keep that. But when people get real negative and down, then they focus so much on what it is that they are sad about, or what they don't like, or how upset they are or something. And that's where you got to kind of flip it. You got to kind of change your speed. You got to turn your tone. You got to change that direction. And so that is like the two different paths that you can go. You can go down the pity party path, or you can go down the champion yourself. Like, fuck yeah, it's hard. Like, that kicked my ass. And I just feel so thankful that I have been on this health and healing journey, because I think, I don't know, if I would have been, not healthy or something, I don't think I could have done all of this. Like, I had to do a lot of stuff. It was a lot, where there was nobody helping me. It was just me. And I was lucky for the parts that I did have somebody help me with. But yeah, I don't know. I don't think I could have done it. And that, to me, shows also how important it is that we stay fit. We stay taking care of ourselves, so that whenever comes, you're ready. You're not just like sick. And then they spend so much time making us sick. It is so crazy. And it's so crazy here, as it's like my mom and her dogs and everything that all of a sudden went into this kind of I think well, I know it's environmental. I just don't know what it is, because I've been over across the country, and I know ours was in the fog. I know there was something in the water because of years and years and years ago, when I was spraying it into the bucket. It was still like this big bucket that she would drink out of. And I was spraying the water in it, and it was it sprays back, that foamy, all that stuff. And I could smell the chemicals. And I was like, oh my God, this smells like, this is before I went and started gathering water. This is one of the reasons why I did. And Stella would go up and smell it, and she'd walk away. That's why she always wanted to drink the rainwater. She wouldn't ever drink the water. And so that made me real suspicious of it. But I drank it at first when I moved in. Supposed to be like, but then I went and got that other water, and I'm gonna be bummed. Like, I've got 2 bottles left of it. It's like, fuck, man, I don't even know where to go get clean water anymore. And I don't even know if that was clean, man. These fucking fuckery out here. But I would say, I swear it's gonna go kind of slow. I don't know. There's got to be some tipping point. There's got to be some flipping thing. I think Congress today is talking about this mishandling of money. So it's like, oh my God, how long is this going to drag out? Like, where they're going to have to, well, Joe sent this and we didn't have it and we did. It's like, I don't know how long that's going to drag out. How long they're going to drag all this out. Like, are they going to make RFK go through, jumping through hoops and showing everybody the corruption behind these farm places and all of these institutions that create the poison and stuff like that? And because that makes the most sense, the most dramatized and stuff, the most dramatic, the more eyes that it brings in. And you're not going to just do it where half of us get it and the other people. Like, there's going to be something that clicks the other people on. Like, they're all just so, I mean, it's weird. It's weird. It's so weird. Like, I don't even know if I had already said this, but like my neighbor next door, when I said, I'm moving this weekend. I have a couple of heavy things. Would you mind helping me load them in the truck? And he was like, yeah, sure. And so, and I said, I'll give you all my firewood. I've got a lot of firewood left. You can come and get it. And so he was like grateful for that. And he comes over and he likes to chat and stuff. So he's like, well, you're not moving because Trump got elected, are you? I was like, what? What? Like, how would that make me move? Like, what? It's like, something's weird with people, like, and I told my mom that, and she's like, what? Why would, like, that weird? And she said, it's so weird because, like, she knows a lot of people who are anti-him, and she said it's like every conversation, they just want to bring him up. Like, they just want to talk about him all the time. It's like, and everything that goes wrong, like, you know, their toaster didn't work that morning, and fucking Trump, like, it's like, it's weird. It's like their mind just is like going and going and going on him. Which, you know, if that is something with the programming that they're steaming up, is that, I mean, like, maybe it's going to be something with him that's all of a sudden going to be like the explosive thing that turns everybody's mind on. I don't know. I don't know how it's going to go. But we got to be getting closer. I mean, we're always getting closer. We're always getting closer, especially when it hasn't happened yet. So we're getting closer, but I mean, closer to, like, it's got to be coming soon. It's got to be coming soon. You can't just keep dragging and dragging and dragging like this. There's going to be something that's going to all of a sudden go. And, you know, another thing I was thinking about, too, is it's funny because I think that it's kind of a lot of people who people consider like the weirdo, reject, strange ones, are the ones who have been the ones who've been able to see. And I think that that's going to be really strange when a lot of the people all of a sudden are like, how the hell, what? Like, that's going to really, you know, but that's a part of it. That's the roles that we play, and that's a part of the whole thing of seeing. So, and there's emotions that go with it, you know, so you have things to process. If you're one of those weirdos that everything's is so strange and says weird stuff, and then all of a sudden everybody sees and starts processing, and it's like, what the fuck, how in the hell did you figure it out? Then those things that makes you feel, those are for you to heal. Like, you know, people not respecting you or not seeing that you have intelligence, whatever it is that comes up that you got to heal. That's why. And it's old stuff, too. You got to remember, this is old stuff you're dragging around from life to life that you're trying to get rid of right now, too. And you're trying to provoke it to come up through different circumstances so that you can, this energy can exit. And so, anyways, let's wrap this one up, and then I will do another one. So this time I'm going to say, remember, what we are doing here is learning how to love ourselves, love everyone, and how to have a loving day, because it is totally up to you. So I'll be back in a minute.